Where have you seen the Hindus holding AK-47, the way the 90% of the terrorists they have been doing all across the world?
That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared of AK-47, but a mind which will invent opportunities to use one.
मुसलमान होना गुनाह नहीं है, लेकिन आप जैसा इंसान होना हराम है. Many people, they'll agree with that there are certain people who are supposedly protecting Islam.
It will make you think, or cock your head to the right side, not the extreme right. Hi, this is Kamal Haasan. You're watching Bollywood Hungama.
So now, I was just when I was just reading about that column of yours and the entire controversy that it created about the extremism part of it. So I just read one tweet, and it said that where have you seen the Hindus holding AK-47, the way the 90% of the terrorists they have been doing all across the world? So that's a fair argument as well, and I think that's where Vishwarupam 2 in a way
one should
comes.
read Sadat Hasan Manto.
So reading actually no one is doing these days actually.
No, yeah. Then you know that it's not a weapon that's the most dangerous of all. It's the mind that wields the weapon, or doesn't wield a weapon but could do worse.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared of AK-47, but a mind which will invent opportunities to use one.
Right. All right. So,
or make the other party use it.
Okay, so some would say that there's a fine dichotomy in terms of many times what you say and maybe what we are seeing in Vishwarupam 2 for that matter. There is this dialogue in Hindi that मुसलमान होना गुनाह नहीं है, लेकिन आप जैसा इंसान होना हराम है. So the fact is that many people, they'll agree with that there are certain people who are supposedly protecting Islam, but the fact is that they are doing the greatest disservice in a way
it's a trailer,
Islam,
so you don't know who I'm
saying that
actually saying that too.
Right.
It comes in the context of the film and it fits in properly, and you are with the protagonist, and we might even applaud that scene.
Right.
Whatever side you are on, it will make you think, or cock your head to the right side, not the extreme right.
Not the extreme right. That's a very interesting way of saying that as well. All right, and so what are your views on Islamophobia? That is many a times the way it is built up. And
see, the world keeps having phobias. They have a nuclear phobia, and everybody's worried about Russia dropping a nuclear bomb in America. A whole era of people built bunkers, made films, made jokes, made their lives according to an impending nuclear holocaust which is about to befall them. But instead of fearing it, we faced it, and we are talking of disarmament.
exactly.
The world is now still practicing proliferation and disarmament. It's old-fashioned. The Vietnam War seemed so right to America. And now they are saying gentle sorries to the rest of the world.
Exactly.
America has become wiser, but they should have become wiser earlier.
Right.
That's our complaint, and that's what India should do. We must not behave like America and say our sorries 40 years later.
Exactly.
We must make amends and become a wiser nation, which we have. And times we've led the world in thought and philosophy, as recently as 70 years back.
Right.
We've won a battle and shown the world without blood. The rest of the world emulates it, even in America.
Exactly.
A country which is GDP comes from arms making. They talk Gandhiism, and they allude to that philosophy, though with criticisms that no philosophy is going to fit exactly to the other country, because that's another horse, another saddle.
All right, so the fact is that you've spoken about Gandhi in various contexts, in many ways. I think that's beautiful what you say. But it is also, so this is a perception in today's day and age as far as India is concerned. So Gandhi has become more of a token. It's become tokenism instead of actually practicing it, because maybe there is a certain ideology which is, say, prevalent in India right now, which believes in tit for tat, which believes in being the aggressor, being actually using the weapons and just quenching their thirst with the blood of others, which is totally not in consonance with what Gandhi believed in. But Gandhi is primarily utilized on international stage for showcasing about the non-violent
Because Gandhi is dead.
past. Yeah.
But I am alive. That's the difference. Gandhi is dead. I don't know who shot him. Probably I'm willing to take the onus on my shoulder. We shot him. Yes, I wasn't born, but yes, the gun rested on my shoulder too. So it doesn't matter. We killed him, but it doesn't mean that's the end of great people being born in this country. If I'm not one, I'll become that. I'll try dying. I mean, I'll die trying. That's what I'm saying, and that's what we can do. This country is so rich that it's not difficult to find a Gandhi. If you can find one leader, you can find another kind, and that's what we must find.
But
and he's not a token. I refuse to believe.
I'm so glad to hear that. But
yeah, he will
there
stay a
is
token, but if you're going to use him as a rupee note, because he is there in that, that's for circulation.
I hope that he stays on the rupee note at least.
Hi, this is Kamal Haasan. You're watching Bollywood Hungama.